This is crypto!
What up, Crypto Warriors? It's Ultra Crypto back at it again. Today is Saturday, the 3rd of April, 2021. Yes, quarter two has officially started, people. All right, let's get into it. Bitcoin is sitting at 59K mark again, flirting with that 60K mark, as you know, as we saw over the past week or so. But Bitcoin, but Ethereum has pushed through that 2K mark strong, baby. And we are looking at, I think, 2,500 as the next mark up. Let's see, Binance Coin taking a little breather right now, just a little breather right now. Wow, Polkadot in number 4 spot, up 15% on the 24-hour. Cardano trading sideways pretty much for the last 7 days and over the 24 hours. XRP is up, doing well. Uniswap doing well. Everything is pretty much, well, not everything. It's a mixture of red and green throughout the market. And a lot of altcoins are pumping right now. We are going to be in a little mini alt season right now. As we're seeing Bitcoin trading sideways and the alts are doing well. Hopefully you're taking profits, not financial advice, but hopefully you're taking profits and you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's get into it. So this is the altcoin alt season index, and as you can see, we are at pretty much for 2021 all-time highs right now for the alt season. As the index goes, it's at 94 currently. Alt year index is at 65. And the month just started, but it's already at a 63, right? And it was at 100 during the 2017-2018 bull market, and we are already here right now at 94. I'm taking profits. I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm already taking my profits and flipping it into Bitcoin and ETH both, and yeah, because this can be sustained, right? Let me see right here. This was as high as it went back during the summer of 2020 during the DeFi pump, and we saw a lot of alts pumped during then. I should have taken some profits then, I didn't, but this time around, I am. All right. So again, this was the all-time highs. It was at 100 during the 2017, late 2017, 2018 bull run. This was the summer of 2017, and here it is again, 2017, 17, all 2017, all during 2017, we saw big pumps in the alts, and Bitcoin just took a breather before it pumped along again. And we saw that again last summer. Bitcoin was, pretty much boring while the alts pumped to the 2020 highs, and then we saw what happened after. Bitcoin pumped and the alts took a breather during the rest of 2020, right? So yeah, come check it out, blockchaincenter.net, or just Google altcoin season index. Next, coming from Decrypt, SNL auctions NFT parody skit as an NFT. Saturday Night Live is selling an NFT called What the Hell is an NFT? It was a great skit. The video is here in the story. You can just search it on YouTube as well, the SNL NFT. And this is why I think that the NFT market, we are pretty much at the top, because we have the alt season index at all-time highs for 2021. And now we're seeing an NFT, a skit about NFTs being sold as an NFT. Like, that's a lot of NFTs. All right. So NFTs reach peak pop culture prominence when Saturday Night Live explained them to viewers in a skit a la Eminem last week. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. Now, SNL is auctioning the skit as an NFT via online auction house OpenSea. Bidding is currently at 6.9 ETH, or about 14.5K at the time of writing, with the auction concluding on Monday, April 5th. So they are making some dough off their NFT skit. Okay, can't knock them, but again, we are definitely seeing peak NFT isms, peak altcoin isms right now. We also have Paris Hilton getting in on the NFT craze, and here it is. She was on CNBC, known as the original influencer. Paris Hilton is also one of the original NFT innovators and has been involved since March 2020. And this is her quote: "The possibilities are endless." With this, she discusses her upcoming NFT, Bitcoin, and other investment projects. Like, when you have celebrities coming out and talking about, it just reminds me of 2017, of the ICO boom, right? Where we had DJ Khaled, we had T.I., Floyd Mayweather, Steven Seagal, infamously, John McAfee, right? We had all these celebrities coming out talking about ICOs left and right, and then they were pretty much all scams, and they all had to pay up to, or bend the knee to, the SEC. So we'll see how this plays out in the coming months and like a year from now. So just be careful out there. If you see, just because someone is a celebrity and they're selling something, don't just jump on a bandwagon, so to speak, trying to make a quick flip, because you might end up being the bag holder. Okay. Next, speaking about the government, IRS wants Kraken customers' details. Judge pushes back. So congratulations. This is the CEO right here of Kraken, Jesse Powell, and I think he definitely has something to do with it. All right, because Kraken isn't often in New York State because of the whole NYDFS, the New York Department of Financial Services, bit license or shit license fiasco. Kraken is not offered here in the state of New York, and that's because of the shit license. And he refused to do business in New York because he knows he's called it out as a scam. So he's not going to be doing business here in New York. With that being said, what the IRS is asking for is definitely an overreach of their power. And he has his lawyers, and they argued a good point, and the judge seems to agree. All right, so the IRS has received a judge's approval to look through Circle's customer records. Now, I went over that story, I think it was yesterday or the day before, and we saw that the if you're not familiar, Circle was owned or is owned by Wall Street types, so they don't mind doing business with the IRS, right? They they're in bed together. Okay, it's seeking similar permission to access some of Kraken customer accounts. The judge thinks the government's request is too broad at the moment, and it is. All right, so Judge Sparrow stated that the IRS must specifically address why each category of the information sought is narrowly tailored to the IRS investigative needs, including whether requests for more invasive and all-encompassing categories of information could be deferred until after the IRS has reviewed basic account registration information and transaction histories. Well, with that being said, what the judge is saying, like, hey, let's get specifics here. All right, what do you want? Don't just go in there and search everyone's information. You're searching people's account information just to search it, just to be nosy, right? That's a slippery slope. You don't want to head down that slippery slope. Yes, there may be some people in there that might not have been reporting properly on their income taxes. However, just to search everyone broadly to fit your needs isn't what the government should be doing. All right, and that's what Circle should have done. Circle should have fought against that and tell them no, hell no. But because Circle is owned by Goldman Sachs, or at one point was owned by Goldman Sachs, or has Goldman Sachs as an investor, they're all sleeping in bed together with the IRS. So there you have it. But yeah, good fight for good win for Kraken. The IRS need to step off and pull back and have specifics here. Don't just go in there searching everybody's account just because you want to like throw a blanket, like you're throwing out the baby with the bathwater, so to speak, man. Like, chill. All right. So Jesse Powell fighting the good fight, and congratulations to Kraken for getting this judge on their side. Next, this is a no-brainer right here. 38% of Ethereum futures premium signals traders anticipate 2,500 ETH. Like, yeah, we are pretty much right there right now. If you look at CoinGecko, yeah, we're pretty much right there. We're at 2,100 right now. Let's have a quick refresh. And yeah, 2,500. It's coming. No-brainer, no-brainer. This is coming from Cointelegraph. Love the artwork over there at Cointelegraph, by the way. But yeah, we broke the 2K mark, and we're finally starting to see the price react to the USD coin, USDC, transaction settlement on this Ethereum network for Visa. So I did a story about that earlier this week, where Visa is using USDC as a settlement for crypto.com. And yeah, great news, great adoption news. And now we're starting to finally see the price reflect that. All right, just a few days later. You know, take some time to get caught up, I guess. Next, so this one right here is a big deal to me again. Implementing the double-edged sword up KYC is a must for crypto exchanges, and it is a must for centralized crypto exchanges. Things like Uniswap, where you're using your MetaMask wallet, right? I'm clicking on my MetaMask right now, it's loading, right? Where you're using your MetaMask wallet. Guess what? Don't need KYC. There's no need for KYC. All we need now is for there to be like a Web3 wallet, right? A Web3 interface where you're able to swap between all different cryptos without it just being like with in the case of MetaMask and using Uniswap, where it's basically just an Ethereum based protocol or an Ethereum based ecosystem, or also with the MetaMask as well, where it's a Binance Smart Chain ecosystem, where you'll be able not just wrap your Bitcoin or wrap your Ethereum or wrap your whatever currency or asset and put it on those in those particular ecosystems, but you're able to go straight from Bitcoin into Ethereum, from Ethereum straight into Cardano, from Cardano back into Binance Chain, and so on and so forth, with no KYC whatsoever. And that is the future, and that is coming. And guess what, IRS? You won't be able to do anything about it. Guess what? KYC enablers or KYC pushers, right? They won't be able to enforce it because it's all decentralized, and that's the future, and that's what's going to come. Mark my word. All right, so here it is. I have some parts highlight, and the one thing I do tend to agree with them is, on the other hand, KYC helps crypto services in protecting their users. All right, for example, and this is the only use case where KYC may be needed. Okay, the only use case. For example, when someone is unable to log into their account for whichever reason, the provider can easily restore access for the user in the case they are properly verified. Doing so would be impossible on exchanges that do not collect any customer data. And that is the only use case, right? Because if I lose my password for my MetaMask wallet, that's it, I'm done. If I lose the seed phrases from a MetaMask wallet, not even the password, but like the seed phrase. If I lose the seed phrase from a MetaMask wallet, that's it, done, kaput, poof, done. All right, all my assets are gone, and I just have to start from scratch. And that's the only thing, right? Whereas with something with KYC, like a like a Coinbase, Gemini, Kraken, right? They have your information, and not only is it they're holding your information, but they're holding your information at a centralized point, and that centralized point can be attacked, and we've seen it done over and over and over again. And then the bad guys, so to speak, have your information, and they sell all that information on the dark net, and then they try to log into your accounts. Now, if you have two-factor authentication authorized and all that stuff, then it'll make it a little bit more difficult. But the point is that is it's a honeypot. It basically is a honeypot to have your information at a central point where someone could come and attack it and use your information. All right. So that's the reason why I think KYC sucks. And there's a video on Twitter. I'm going to pause real quick and then upload that video real quick. And here's a video on KYC and why it's the worst policy ever. This is coming from Eden Yago, and I tweeted it out. And yeah, just give me a follow on Twitter. I do tweet some good stuff every now and then. Give me a follow on Twitter, Sergeant Crypto 99. There it is. But I'm gonna play this video and then just end the recording after this.
It may be one of the worst policies in human history, and it seems so harmless. In fact, maybe it's even a good idea. We all want to catch criminals, right? So shouldn't we monitor financial flows for illicit activity? Let's start with what it actually accomplishes. And the answer is almost nothing. It's estimated that of the roughly $90 trillion of annual economic activity, about $3 trillion is criminal activity. How much of that illicit criminal activity does it capture per year? The answer is less than 0.1%. For the criminals, it's maybe an inconvenience. It's not even the cost of doing business. But what does it mean for you? There are 5 major costs of KYC. Let's start with the most obvious one. It's fucking annoying. You need to go through a terrible process of giving them all your private information, which can be hacked and is often stolen. But what about the other side? Think about all of the businesses that need to go through this. How much does that cost? The number is mind-numbing. Thomson Reuters estimate that the direct costs globally is some $2 trillion a year, or about 2% of the global economy. What that means is that every single thing that you buy, your milk, your eggs, your car, is 2% more expensive on average than it needs to be. All of this regulatory burden means that companies, startups, fintechs can't innovate. We've killed financial innovation. But even that isn't the worst problem. A few years ago, I was working in the remittance industry in the UK. And my industry was inadvertently responsible for the deaths of thousands of people in Somalia. It was because the UK banks decided that they weren't going to allow any more transfer of funds from immigrants to their families in Somalia. Thousands of families relied on that money to feed themselves. But there's one more cost, worse than all of the others. For all that it has accomplished, what KYC has done is create an immense global surveillance system, which is monitoring the transactions of every single person. And for what? What have we accomplished by giving up our freedoms? Nothing. But the price has been terrible. KYC is maybe the worst policy that we ever created.
Thanks for watching. Smash that like, hit that subscribe button, notification bell to get notified when I upload new videos. And there you have it. Why KYC sucks. I'm out. Peace.